Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ash and today we are going to be creating a brand new wolf that's going to be coming to Yellowstone, Aurora. She's going to be founding the new pack, the Northern Lights pack, which we are going to be following for generations. We are going to be obviously playing fully through the game. The saga is out, the full game is out, Tower Fall just came out. We also have Hell Roaring Mountain, which we haven't yet explored. So we're going to be jumping into that. We're just going to be creating Aurora here in the video. This is, of course, a voiceover, so enjoy and we can see what we're doing with Miss Aurora. I'm very excited to jump into this challenge. And of course, this is going to be part of the saga. We're going to be following her throughout her life with her pack and her mate, but we're also going to be throwing in a little twist with what I'm calling, I guess, spirit pack challenges, I guess you could say, where she's going to have, and each wolf that takes over the Northern Lights pack is going to have a spirit life challenge that they have to complete or they have to maintain throughout their entire reign. So I have them written out here. I'm going to read them off. There is quite a few, but they're all very different. So I have 37 of them. So the first one we'll be able to do, potentially roll if we get, is Coyote Killer. So of course this wolf hates coyotes. They want to kill any coyotes they come across. They have to kill 20 coyotes before the end of their reign. The second one is Day Hunter. This wolf only wants to hunt during the day and will refuse to hunt at night, so that could be interesting. We have Hoof Hunter. This wolf wants to hunt all kinds of hoofed prey, so we have to kill 5 mule deer, 5 elk, 1 moose, cow or a calf, and 1 pronghorn cow or a calf. So that'll be an interesting one. We have to basically hunt all of the prey animals that we can that have hooves. Then we have Love at First Sight. The first dispersal you lay your eyes on must become your mate, no matter the star level. We have number 5, Pack Leader. Raise at least 2 litters of pups with the same mate. At least 1 pup from each litter must make it to adulthood. Then we have the Rebel, number 6. Explore every rival's territory and pick 2 fights each with all 3 packs during this wolf's life. So we're going to have beef with everybody, basically. Number 7 is Fleeing Fleas. Your wolf must move when the flea load gets to 25 or 30%. So we won't be sticking around to one den for a very long period of time. We will be moving around a lot if we get that, if we end up rolling Fleeing Fleas. We have number 8, Rendezvous Bouncer. Move to 3 different rendezvous sites each litter during the summer. So that'll be fun. We'll actually, instead of usually, I always fall into the trap of just staying at one rendezvous site when we get there because I don't like moving my family around. So that one will be interesting if we do end up having to move. Number 9 is Protector. Wants a weak submissive mate. So we must search for a 1-star wolf when we're finding our mate and must keep them alive throughout our entire reign, which is 8 years for our wolf if our wolf lives that long. That'll be crazy. That one will be interesting. Number 10, Bear Biter. Bite the butts of 5 bears, 2 boars, and 3 sows or cubs. Number 11 is Night Hunter. This wolf only wants to hunt at night and will refuse to hunt during the day. So we can only hunt at night with that one, which will be interesting because the day and night cycles will definitely come into play for that. Number 13 is Lucky Foot. Kill 50 hares before the end of your wolf's reign. Pretty simple. Number 14 is Survivors. So your wolf wants at least 1 litter of wolf pups, all to make it to adulthood. That will be difficult. I think that one will be really, really difficult. We are going to be playing this on challenging, and I'm going to keep it on challenging throughout this legacy anyway with these wolves and this pack. Number 15, we have Dominant Alpha. So your wolf wants a dominant mate to hide behind. Seek a 4-star mate that shows a lot of dominant traits. Must help to keep them alive throughout your reign. So we have to try to keep them alive as well throughout the entirety of our reign. Of course, if they are older, because our wolf will start out as a 2-year-old, if they're older and they're a 4-year-old, they will die before our wolf gets to their end of their life. But I will still count that as keeping them alive. As long as we can keep them alive through the entirety of their reign, then it will count. Number 16 is easy life. Loaf around the den with your pups and only hunt and mark territory when absolutely necessary. That one will be good because am very I'm very particular when it comes to territory, and I always try to make sure that the territory is full at all times. So that one being loafing around the den and just chilling and only going out when we have to will be very difficult for me, I think, but it will be interesting. And it could also, have more stranger wolf attacks and things that can definitely, bad things that can definitely happen. Number 17, forest life. So your wolf wants to live in only heavily forested areas, only use den and rendezvous sites in heavily wooded areas. Number 18, we have open skies. This wolf loves to see the skies, only use dens and rendezvous sites in open areas with no trees. And then we have number 19, we have kin killer. This one's interesting. Kill any rival wolves that wander into your territory to hurt your pups. So any wolves that try to do a den raid, we need to try to take them out before they get out of our territory. So it says no mercy. If they escape your territory, they are safe. If they do not, they are doomed. That is going to be a fun one, I think. Then we have number 20, elk whisperer. This wolf only wants to hunt elk, bull, cow, or calf. Always look for an elk herd first. If pups reach 40% or the orange starvation bar starts, we will hunt other animals. So only in dire circumstances when raising pups, we'll hunt rabbits and mule deer fawns. Only those two exceptions. So we always have to try to only hunt elk with that one. We can't hunt anything else unless our pups start to starve. Then we're allowed to hunt rabbits, which really isn't a lot of food, and mule deer fawns during the ungulate seasons. So that will be interesting if we can't find elk. Number 21, play hard to get. This wolf wants to test out 2 wolves for a hunting trial before choosing one to be their mate. Number 22, passive canine, never bite another wolf. You can only chase them out or run. You cannot bite or make contact with them. That one will be interesting because my instinct is always to bite them, but we have to make sure that we don't bite them because we don't want to fail the spirit challenge. And of course, if one of our wolves does end up failing the spirit challenge and isn't able to complete it throughout their entire reign, it will be moved to the next in line. So when our wolf eventually passes on, it will be moved to the next heir, and they will have to try to complete it instead. We've got 23, burrow denner. Only wants to den in burrowed ground dirt dens. That's an easy one. That's not too bad. There's a lot of those kinds of dens. We have 24 soulmates. This wolf only wants to take one mate. This is going to be very interesting. I don't know how this would work out, but I guess we would find out if we got this one. So if they die, they do not take another and will raise pups alone until the litter is complete. They will then live out the rest of their lives with their remaining pack mates until their reign ends and an heir takes over. So that one will be interesting. I really don't know how that one will work in game. I guess we will find out if we end up rolling that one. But yeah, if our mate dies, we don't take another mate. It means we don't have more pups. We just become nomads in our territory, basically, essentially, and roam around with our remaining pups until the end of our reign or until they all disperse and they leave us. Then yeah, but that'll be interesting. I'm not sure how that'll work, but I wanted to add that in there because that sounded really cool. We have 25, Pride Rock, only wants to den in rock dens. We have 26, denless, so no using any dens after the pups are born. Must use tall grass and move them around with you and your mate. That one will be interesting too. 27, mossy denner, only wants to den in tree root dens, so we have to search out tree root dens for that one. 28, rain phobia. When it rains and storms, this wolf will hide in the den or tall grass until it passes. That's more of a trait one, but that's very cool. That will definitely impact gameplay for sure. 29, deer whisperer, only wants to hunt mule deer, will eat off carcasses when available. That one will be very difficult as well. Number 30, we have lake monster. This wolf will never swim across any lakes by any means. We have 30 or 31, cougar conqueror. Bite 10 cougars in your wolf's lifetime, either defending pups or at carcasses. Number 32, we have eager eagles. Fend off 10 eagles at the den site during your wolf's lifetime. We have 33, mighty marker. This wolf cannot move territory markings around. They must return to each one to mark it. So we really need to, with that one, be strategic of where we place our markers because we are not allowed to move them and create a new one, even though it's easier. We have to actually travel to the marker site and remark the same spot. So that one will be cool. We have 34. The Casanova. This wolf wants to find a mate from one of the rival packs. If your mate dies, they must try to get another from the rival packs only. So we only take mates from rival packs, basically, or dispersals from rival packs. 35, we have Beaver Beef. This wolf only wants to hunt beavers, chooses dens and rendezvous close to beaver dams. So that one will be interesting. 36 is This Is Mine. Steal 5 rival hexes when carving out territory. So in the winter, when we're carving out our territory, we'll be stealing 5 hexes right off the bat. And then continue to steal 1 hex a year to grow your territory over your wolf's entire reign. So we will have a giant territory eventually. And then number 37, the last one we have here, is Bad Blood. And over your wolf's reign, you have 1 rival pack who becomes your mortal enemies. You vow to wipe them off the map before your reign ends. So we will be picking a pack to become a rival with, and we will, by the end of our wolf's life, have to have accomplished wiping out that entire pack and taking some of their hexes and such, and just they're no longer there anymore. So that one will be really, really cool too. So these are all the different spirit quests and life quests for our wolves that couldn't be picked. For our first episode, we will be rolling to see which one Aurora is going to get to start off the Northern Lights pack. I'm very excited to start this. I've been planning this for a while. I know I haven't been here for a little bit. There was a lot going on in my life, you know how it is. But I am back and I'm very excited to get into this Wolf Quest saga. So I can't wait to see you guys there. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, we'll see you very, very soon. Have a good one, guys. Bye.